What happens after the end of Infinity? Well, we'll find out together, shall we, as we hop into the pages of Infinity Wars Infinity issue number 1, an epilogue to the Infinity Wars event, and find out for ourselves, shall we? Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, we're in jail. Oh man, what'd I do this time? Well, okay, you watching the video and me making the video, we're not in jail, but Hector Batista certainly is. Batista in a Cosmic Marvel book. How much money you bet that's a big Dave Batista reference? Batista, as we find out, loves space and space travel, but he's not going to be going on any away missions anytime soon because he's getting executed by the great state of Texas. What does this average Joe have to do with anything? Well, more on him in a minute. From there, we flash on out to space where we see Phyla-vell and Moondragon duking it out with a bunch of Darkhawks. I mean Starhawks, I mean Raptors, I mean agents from the fraternity of Raptors, and goddamn comic books are difficult sometimes. The Raptors are picking a fight with these two because they know they were on Earth during the final battle with the Infinity Stones, and they figure they must be part of the brand new Infinity Watch, yes? Only as the Grunts eventually relay to their boss, Talonar, aka Nova Richard Rider's brother, they didn't actually have the stones. In fact, no one seems to have the stones anymore. They've completely disappeared. A couple are still on Earth, but the rest just kinda poofed. And that would be because, if you recall, at the end of the previous issue, Adam Warlock had used all of the powers combined to make the Infinity Stones, well, sentient. He figured that if these stones could choose what they wanted to be in the world, maybe, just maybe, that would stop the endless war for the Infinity Stones. And one of the stones, the Time Stone, in fact, shows that if it could be whatever it wanted to be Hector Batista. I mean, not who I personally would choose to be. I'd want to be Cody Rhodes. Think about it. Good genes, beautiful wife, lots of money. Quickly, Hector discovers, though, that he has amazing powers. He can't quite call them up at will yet, but he's able to get into some jailhouse shenanigans, stopping time, messing with the abusive guards, and eventually using his powers to escape. Oh, I should probably mention Hector says that he was wrongly accused and never actually killed anybody. That's pretty important. Now, lastly, we check on in with Loki, the guy who was kind of, sort of, sometimes the main character of Infinity Wars. He's pretty down on himself not getting the answers he wanted from the Celestials. And to make matters worse, his conscience is super bugging him because of the upcoming War of Realms, but he's not alone in worrying about this either, for you see, he is met by the Cosmic Phoenix Logan of the future. Loki has actually met Cosmic Wolverine in about several stories, be it Jason Aaron's Avengers, or the Thor book, or some of the special tie-ins, but he can't seem to remember it. But wait, no, that's not a mistake, for you see, that was actually part of the story all along. Phoenix Wolverine also wants to stop the War of Realms, but he's going to need Loki's help to do so, and as such he recruits him as the comic comes to a close. So that was Infinity Wars Infinity, everybody, and overall it was kinda thin. I know a lot of the bigger comic book websites were raving about this one, that it was a must-read if you want to know what's happening in the future of Marvel. But honestly though, I think you could sum up the biggest, most important stuff in about 5 words. Infinity Stones are people now. Which, alright, that's a fairly interesting concept now. I wonder if it's Donny Cates in his new Guardians of the Galaxy run that's going to tackle that subject matter. But really, after all the Infinity stuff I've covered in the last year and a half, I'd actually kind of enjoyed if they did nothing with the Infinity Stones as a concept for a little bit. I mean, I know that's not going to happen. In fact, Cosmic Wolverine is getting his own special one-shot very soon, so, you know, nuts to me. Well, ultimately, I'd give this one a 6 out of 10. It was fine.
Hey there, everyone. It's your old pal, Cape Joel, again. I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and if you did, why not take a closer look at some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you're in a supportive mood, why not check out my Patreon page? Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. I would really appreciate it, and with that, I will be sure to be back again next time with even more great comic content that smacks of greatness. Bye-bye, everyone.